Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending with the time that you are going to be watching this video. Tawanda Madani is my name. So like I promised that I was going to do a video on how you can transfer your assets, your cryptocurrency assets from one exchanger to another exchanger, especially concerning the issue that people wanted to withdraw from Mexic to Get.io. But in this case, I'm just going to illustrate how to do it using KuCoin and Mexic. So let's assume that we want to deposit or to transfer USDT from Mexic to KuCoin. We cannot do a tutorial on how to transfer digital assets from one exchanger to another exchanger, going one crypto after another crypto. We cannot do that. Like I always say, when you go to a driving school, there is no need for you to learn how to drive a Toyota there, and then you learn how to drive a BMW, and then you learn how to drive a Range Rover, and then you learn how to drive a Mercedes-Benz. No. Once you master how to handle a vehicle, you can handle any vehicle. There will be slight differences between vehicles, but the driving experience is pretty much the same. Okay, so in this case, we are just going to illustrate how to transfer USDT from Mexic to KuCoin. But if you want to transfer, say, Dion from Mexic to Get.io, it's pretty much the same way of doing things, but you're supposed to take note of what is important for you to execute a transfer in a safe way, which I'm going to highlight. So in this case, we are assuming that you want to transfer USDT from Mexic to KuCoin, which means once you understand that, you can even transfer any crypto from Binance to another exchanger, because the way of doing things is pretty much the same. So let's get into KuCoin. So this is KuCoin, right? At the bottom of the screen, I'm going to click on assets, which is to the extreme right side at the bottom of the screen. Click on assets. Since we want to transfer assets from Mexic to KuCoin, it means I have to go on a deposit, because we want to deposit into KuCoin. So you click on deposit. What are we depositing? We are depositing USDT. If we were going to be depositing something which is different from USDT, you can search in the search bar and you can select the coin that you want to deposit. So under my history, there is USDT. But if you are doing it for the first time and there is no USDT or that particular asset that you want to deposit, you have to manually type. Okay? You have to manually type and then you select. So we are depositing USDT. So depositing is same thing with transferring. Okay? We are transferring to KuCoin, so we are depositing to KuCoin, right? So each and every cryptocurrency, it has got its own network when you are transferring. I'm happy that I'm not trying to tell people who are new without any knowledge. You know that a coin which is running on top of its original blockchain, it's called a coin. And an asset which is running on top of another blockchain, it's called a token. For example, BFT. BFT is not running on top of its original blockchain. It was built on top of another blockchain, which is BNB. So that makes BFT a token. But it makes BNB a coin because it's running on its original blockchain. Okay? So, since the cryptocurrency operates in a blockchain, you need to understand that when you're also transferring between exchanges, the blockchain system is still in existence. So you need to match the network, which is the chain. Okay, the network is more or less the same with saying chain. The network is the chain. So you need to match the chains that you are using. Okay, for example, we want to deposit USDT into KuCoin, right? Before we are given an address, we are supposed to select the network that we want to use. These networks are not supposed to be different. The network is supposed to, so the asset that you are transferring, it should match between two exchanges, number one. Number two, the network is supposed to match between these two exchanges again. You cannot copy an address of USDT in KuCoin and then you try to send Bitcoin from Mexico with the same address. You can't do that. So we are supposed to send USDT from Mexico to KuCoin, right? USDT, tick, we agree. Which network do we want to use? So we select on network. And then we see there is Tron network, ERC20, which is Ethereum, ERC20, which is Ethereum, TRC20, Tron, Solana, and all other networks. Okay, these ones. The networks I normally use when I'm transferring, especially USDT, it's BEP20. It's BEP20. It's BEP20. I got distracted with my electricity. It's BEP20, which is very, very cheap, or I can use TRC20, which normally charges something like $1 or sometimes $1.50, depending with the exchange. So let's assume that we want to use TRC20. So we select TRC20. Right. After selecting our network is TRC20. After selecting our network is TRC20. Automatically, our address has been provided. Okay. Now we have got an address. So we copy the address. There is a statement that is coming. It's saying, it's a warning, you can only deposit USDT to this address using the TRC20 network. Other methods will result in your deposit not being credited. Okay, cool. We understand. So we have copied the USDT deposit address using network TRC20. We leave KuCoin. We go to Mexico for us to transfer USDT. I hope my network will behave because electricity just got back now. So sometimes, okay, nice. What do we do again? We go straight to wallets. We click on wallets. You're supposed to also understand that, you know, these exchanges, they work pretty much the same. But sometimes they've got different interfaces, of course, and they also use different names. Where is written wallet, sometimes you see it written assets on another exchange. Right. So we are now on Mexico. We are no longer going to click on deposit. Why? Because we are not depositing in Mexico. We are transferring from Mexico to KuCoin. So where do we go? We go to withdraw because we are withdrawing. We are transferring from Mexico to KuCoin. What do we want to transfer to KuCoin? We want to transfer USDT. So we search for USDT. Right. You see, again, before we go further, it's also asking us method of withdrawal. Okay? And we are going to use what? On-chain withdrawal, because we are using the blockchain to transfer. So we click on on-chain. And before we go further again, we are going to be asked of network. Once we paste the address, or even before we paste the address, it's asking us network. So let me paste my address. Sometimes it automatically picks the network, like this. It automatically picked the network, which is TRC20. But sometimes an exchanger may wait for you to choose manually the network that you want to use to transfer with. So remember, we copied this address from KuCoin and we copied under TRC20 network, which is Tron, right? So our address is perfect, our network is perfect, we have matched the two. We are withdrawing USDT, we've provided our address, and the network is TRC20, which means it's correct. Please enter the withdrawal quantity. Assuming that maybe I have $10, I can just, or maybe let's say I've got $100, but I want to withdraw 10, I can just type 10. Okay, let's say I've got $10 or $100 and I want to withdraw everything, I can just click on all. But other exchanges, they use the word max for maximum instead of all. Okay, and then withdrawal remarks, it doesn't matter. You scroll down at the bottom of the this information, you see network fee USDT $1 there. So if you've got $10 in this exchanger, you're not supposed to be shocked seeing $9 on KuCoin where you're transferring to. Why? Because another dollar is going to network fee. It means if you've got $11, you are going to see $10 in KuCoin because dollar is going to network fee. And then you confirm, you put your security details, and then boom, your transfer is successful. That's how you transfer from an exchanger to another exchanger. Okay, I think this is not confusing.